Live and alive. We are grateful, say you won't. The conversation continues, the education continues, the information continues. Yeah, Baba Chuche and Komo. Akoye Monday dear Edafon Boko. We're talking about your life. This is the life coaching bit of the show, life coaching segment, let me put it that way, and none other than our personal life coach, Mr. Scofray Yeboah. He's in the loft with us. For your personal development, Wankasa, how is it going in terms of your education, in terms of your upbringing, in terms of where you've gotten to in life and where you want to project to, where you want to go? Is it going right? Do you need some help? Our life coach is here, Mr. Scofray Yeboah. You want to cover?
You're done to say.
Oh, yeah.
Adiachi Bia.
Aye, Yamiadum.
Babiee, there's Boko, dear.
Oh, yeah, Babiee Boko, yeah, managing. So, and I'm listening.
Afishiapa.
I feel me
who?
Someone in your fine sound.
I feel me who?
The whole of 2022. Me who?
The whole of 24 days.
Now, chow. January na training us into who? You know, I do 60 today. I feel never quite near Cano.
Me who?
It's a fin na. Me who? 2022. I feel munina.
Oh, I never meant to many. Mami
I just had
me whom we
what do you tell us, Fisher? Or Ginny Bronya? I'm
so happy and glad to see you.
Me too.
What's it?
Me too. Me too.
You too. Ayo. You never say me who. Never say me who. No way. Second time think many. But me who idiot. Oh, then I'm so happy to. How was the Christmas?
I think it was one of the solemn period I decided to give to myself. No hassle, bustle, and no. So be also slow. Omicron.
No dear. Any dear.
I done temo nyamane.
Oh yes, of course. So done temo nyamane. One person be done temo na abeshia na abeshia. You understand? Not in January 24 days here, and also how was it?
January 24 days. So.
The BCC, you trim 24.
Share. You was 60th day when you were always saying to me, be careful.
All things being equal. So, me kind of career, me personally, me masamwa me kasa me kind of career. This January, I go fast. Last year January.
It only goes fast when.
Oh, Debbie, it's not money. But I go faster, mommy. Probably because I'm also dodging certain things that I would want it to slow. Maybe I'm the one that's dodging to say slow.
Now we know.
Yeah, I think
now
so.
We know.
Jeff, you saying slow. Who open it to cause baby.
Well, I should think so. But I call faster, mommy. Whichever way, we dey inside. Personal growth on see to me. Who near baby a year? Yeah, micro 64 days. We are on track. Oh, we are on track. And let me say welcome to 2022 on the Max Morning Show.
Me da say. Afishiapa come on my phone I think sir in common very basic. Yesha financier ye nyina pentema ye me set goals then ye neighbor focus years and sign we set certain focus on everything. I want to achieve ABCD. We do all that and some call it resolution and everything. But shebe bia me friend me nyuma me ya. There is something we miss in all that. You will be a ye jatumu. Okay. Yes, in your town name mre ya. Unsu nyamrika tu. Ain't say all the beautiful fine goals. I keep saying even the word resolutions actually are the prefix to solutions. So you plow back your solutions into your new life. But baby ohani ejatumu, which is critical. Nyama ema kwenyama bribi kutia wono. The things that allowed you not to be able, I'm using the word allowed because whatever impede you also allows something else to show forth. Bibi esu kwan bia so ma bibi fofo so kwan de e ma ne daddy. So wa kwansi die no nyema esisi wa kwan no unfortunately, yeah, try resolutions, nini goals now. None of us pay attention to the things that stifled and are things that blocked us from reaching.
From the previous year.
Exactly.
Okay.
From reaching our set goals and target. And you know, sir, upese ubu kompo kwashe wechina o sisina ototoa. It is not only the things you are eagerly want to achieve. What about the things you said last year and you couldn't achieve them? Were you able to audit and ask yourself, say, a DNA ya coincide ma mea, san semu ya me chro yeno, meant to me and that is the missing link when we are developing goals. That is the missing link when we are building our resolutions. And in actual sense, resolution is if you take the preface RE now and you're plowing back RE, resolutions to the new year. And to personal growth, any developments now was setting and building the agency. So that agency is the space you create for yourself in the area of your growth and development. And you must factor the things that either stopped you, either stifled what you wanted to achieve. One of them near the frenzy say, Obi a yebi to me so pese be yebi. But near ma wo si gina yourself pese we 1 2 3 no enye no anso no me gina esie. So even the lack of intent to say ne me pese me ye no wo ye be ntime ye ne track keno. It's one of the things that impede us. Then also our body just a pe much actually be me hunu say in neuroscience or neuroplasticity actually say having the intent is one thing. And having the compassion towards the intent is another thing. Then having the calculation between the intent and compassion versus the values you represent is also another thing.
Me patcho break here no down.
Say usi ubos tribu pose me
yes, yeah, one thing. Okay.
Now ba unya ehu akumemu atenka compassion towards timupona wanya no ensi ya ade baako.
Okay.
And if be values, abrabo na owom no nyime bi ho e hye wonso. Babiee mpewe. Casandra na dey say.
Oh, okay.
And you know, more or less what the come say be even the brand you represent. And say chichiri goals, any aspirations. Now when to me anka sa nyema mense amakefo no anya eboa enye adwuma. Enti what to kana January 31st. Ura February more. Now suddenly your aspirations, your goals, resolutions, they are broken. They all fizzle out because wusi jina yeno. Ya watinke be na from use the word compassion, and that compassion that they courage be a bar. Ana edi enibre bi ne iya obi ma wa pesa de kuna wo ye no
we'll finish
exactly.
But before Pachame, but before we be decide say you know the intent, you know, and yeah, is it not nipa we ye na decide intent because say mempe bibia me I will not even think about it. And even in writing and saying planning say me person me yes say na nye me suni me buying and inform me sa intentions no.
So person who say usuni or buying any part of your intentions you set. Let's go to last year. Yanko kwahwe nyema ukruche yese wo pese wo ya went to me anye. Wo de yanko ho ne yankohwe. Because we keep saying that we are hardwired. I've started troubleshooting and realized that we are rather hardwired as human beings, not necessarily hardwired as chemicals or as engineering. No, we are rather hardwired. So the center of all your being is your wakuma. Enti na wakasa ne wadweneka. Ena wakasa ne wabada yenso yeden eka. Enti se wutimi kasa okay, me pese me ko school. I am shishia ben na wo school na also pesa wo kɔ no ho. Na ginaye ben na anase then be there the amount that value the representation you are. And if you're able to connect ginaye say pesa me ko school. Ye wo mo choso be so wo come masters last year. Or we about 1,000 million thousand. But there is no hunger. There is no hunger. something holds you back. It's a common newo until say be see what adwuma near ma obia na na net office sa no twa ho koye masters ye man.
Oh, then
the
that
man will
becomes
be
the hunger.
and say be pursue and use the right word and say the pursue. It's not for after the apostle no anyway champion na betin in pampan. So a lot of times the year setting and goals since anyamana, one of the things we fail to do is to connect that which we are setting to either the hunger, the thirst, desire, and no make us say no and your brofo ekeka. It must come from your bellies.
Yeah.
And now say it must come from your heart.
Yeah.
So you want to confront that which have stopped you from doing things all this while, and you must be hungry and sometimes even angry about it.
Talking about hunger, no, does it not sometimes take external factor for the hunger to come? It's just what can I say? Tama ubia enye promoted, or colleague enye promoted over you, no. Now you knew, say you had hunger. As for masters, no person we. And but now it was 20, but you know, say, cross school fees or near my baby or so you say no be yare, no, it's external factors doesn't. And yes, no, we hang gano, now one and now person. But then the external factor of someone else doing their masters and becoming now your boss took the hunger,
Can I find it difficult to. There was a time I used to think that, there were other factors that stopped me from doing something. In fact, I believe that so much that I made it make sense to me, say, instead of asking myself, say, how else can I, figure it out? Because then, fees, school. And back to what Scofray, I'm just asking, then is the planning from the onset? The person me go school, but I mean to go school because my money fees ne say, me to go. But next year, dear, na me sorting cranny fees ni yes, and say, me yenny na no, sikaka crab banner, me the better to honor Santi, but do next year, no, bet me a chia of franny fees, and so met me a chia, me fees and so swaka. That was the mindset I mean after. Because I realized as I me cousin me drinking, me didier, me light. Me water, me expenses, me dailies are sabi. Nyama bebre wo hono mu a minti minye me yadie ya minti minye kosen kra no they will be there. Light no it will be there. Water no it will be there. Sabio, se me salary ni say asi ye betum si yentum I don't know, but this is the amount I'm getting. So then how do I grow with all of that? I can't push all of that into a year, but I can actually put some time into what I want to do. The reason you are saying is, Casandra can say, this is holding me back, this is holding me back. If all that Casandra can say, way holding me back, do way holding me back, ne mum, yabo biabasu we jumum, because of niawa kosia and not ye pusumi nti I want to says can unyana we ubenyana we is.
So I like the question you put in that scenario. Senior Okanano. When him say where you brought for but me who say match as you to measure me ho a your friend be epigenetics. We are genetically designed beings. Now epigenetics say near koso wo ye important what we call environment. Most often than not any is to me kopim bra what we will trigger to introduce into what is happening. Near koso ni nyina environmental factors. Nania a many years soon no either we respond to the environment or react to the environment. And most often than not, because yen toto yen me yentino environment ni suffice then we react. So if you want to respond to your environment, it comes through planning. And because we are not designed, the only part of our being, yet designer, and my react is when our survival is threatened.
Like COVID.
Exactly. Baby, our limbic system, you have a very big limbic system. It is only designed for feelings. Now, the flight, freeze, and fight. and yet logical. Sanya had wire ye ain't to the beer before we and it's not a bad thing to be even angry. It is designed as part of your responses. And to what shower bra you can design it such that you learn to respond to situations. And the first point I met person I can want someone to say, what is the relationship between or the relationship you have with yourself? One wo kita hudie at the same.
It is called Vupesa Okase. Ye woni pebisa na me machira o me misu ne me ban no. Say there was a time I used to also think that way years ago. Weni ti na mintumi nye. Na say weni ti na mintumi nye. And it felt all right because you had a reason why you've not done it. So be kwa baby say na baby adenti na wonye we weni ti na mintumi nye. And because nipa so better reason na say nti no wo so you okay. And then I'm moving on, I realized that with that and I just say untimi enye hwe
because every time
till I realized, okay, look, it's up to me to turn things around. How do I turn things around? Saying the be sign to the net just a mini so I decided to no, let's do something else. Let's find another route. Let's do something else. Now this is one this is me. Obi to say me. Obi so to say before for to say. Obi onu ma jibi pusuno. Just something is threatening before be won say yo I need to sit up. Yo, I need to do this. Yo, and all now, you know, masters no when Sabio, onipa na onya wakwakwa improving ho yem fa sa. Onipa na wakwakwa improving ho na ode enye bribi no. Ebi a wo matu ono ne matre. Ebi a wo je more ono jealous. Enti no oye ne den. Ebi kra na no a single parent. Wo nye. Ebi so kra no waware wo so ye single parent. You see, so just want to say, hey, again in nam ha ya o mai me kra mini main wetimi aya ade nya ade we eh ene me so me your that's why I want to know.
So that is the point I bring to the point to say people don't have relationship with themselves.
So what types of people do we have? You know, what types of
so we all come under we are all human beings, so this we cut across the same threshold. And wunya da je sha asie se o hwe Babiee ni sunu ne ban kakra na wo hunu se excuses na wo give me kra na edi wunya because you buy in your own excuses. It is a self relationship.
Oh, okay.
It is a self relationship. Unim se wunim konta. And now, of course, you got in a business class. Oh boy, one pass accounts, I'm passing elective mass, I'm passing a geography, whatever. And it's a one relationship with yourself. Then you begin to find out with ease. And normally, we are afraid this personal SWOT analysis. Because any human being who lacks quality and healthy relationship with themselves, two things occur. Either they try to live the lives of others, like imitating others.
Poses.
Exactly. Or they fake to be like, okay, or no, you don't know, no could do them or no. Our duality.
Outside gentility. Thank you.
So a lot of one of the cracks.
Yes.
We don't have quality relationship with ourselves. And when you are able to accept that me can't be recently said me English man any be. And I'm going to say it will take modern Bobby over a period of time to get better. I understood myself because I have engaged me.
To know, say that
we are bobbling and make control financial management. Me financial management.
Man, you'll be a crunch. Let
us say, Scoff, you go and pass. Me say, I'm going to pass.
I want to hear just the pass.
I know hear me. So you see, if you don't have personal relationship, Babiee, there are people who have never looked themselves in the mirror and even admire the eyes they have because they've created certain quality perfection of a certain pigmentation. Say
anyway,
could that also be a crack in our upbringing, where you are always being told? You see, we never had the time. We were never taught. It was never part of our socialization. Say, found what's na say. Now one kasa we susuadi awiye wajene ho say eya nenye, because it wasn't part of our upbringing. It's always someone else telling us. Someone else telling. So it's become chain obi aka kire yen. One kan chem se mo ye fe den me ho nye fe.
The near money ye fe kese ne say. It doesn't matter how we were raised. There is still that individuality or that kind of individual feeling always in there.
How is that developed?
Because
how is that developed?
No. I'm saying this on a free ya when you beba office ya baba beji consultation ya me ya adomu a afiwe ye be free what na nipa brew. I say na make any introduction, because so why no, it's just to say, to create awareness. Obi wa wonim say e was say bibisa or where was ohia.
Yeah.
Well, and I make no yenya sebi nyamia daroma ye nim say bibisa or oh, let's go and get a life coach and all of that, you know. And saying how many times do we go? You we have to create the awareness that you need this kind of things. The reason I'm saying this is that, you see, space in Ghana for. We blame a lot of things on a lot of people in our lives. We blame too many things on our upbringing. Some of us, our upbringing was not anything better, you know, but we had to grow up as ourselves and teach ourselves and learn from the society, like learn, psych ourselves, and somehow we got better. Psych. And it doesn't mean that we got better. We passed through so many things.
So you see, it's more of a try and error.
But we son Americano. Say near the moment when you went in the main to me and you say, when you went to me, you may say, meant to tell me a fear me and to me sound tina may my say. We blame a lot of, so we are not individuals. That's what I'm trying to say. Young individuals, we are always a part of somebody's.
That is what I'm saying. That environment there, personal. Near either we choose to respond or react, you know, allow us to either embalm it, like holding on to ourselves. Because as for the conditions, they will come and go.
Can you treat children be known to you what?
Sir, yenina ye kase, baby ye friendino. Ye mobra enka ye miensa ke ye ntena set yesu ni pankasa se nyina de sa excuse ni ye adwuma se bebre ye free, considering where we coming from, the challenges we confronted, the how we were born into and everything. If we all buy into that status quo of excuses, I doubt the three of us will be here. I doubt there will be even a backroom staff directing staff behind, because it is out of. That is my point too. It is out of the shift in our world view, whether our cup is half full or empty, that got us where we are sitting today.
Scofray, do you also, you know, as we're talking about this, do you give a chance to those who truly have been formed in a certain way?
Yes.
The difficulty of shifting after 40 years of doing a certain thing will either take grace, it will take constant life coaching. It will take something.
Grace,
but if you haven't come into contact with that thing.
Grace crying Yeboah. That was our contest we mu. You see, I know that many Babiee are afraid be awareness. Yeboah no. We are constantly creating certain level of awareness. I'm not on this side because we
yeah.
I'm not being sorry if me fear spent as a hemnachi in Simus Max TV because
yeah.
I have identified who I am and accepted my calling and my abilities and potentials. And I know that when I sit on a set like this, I am connecting to somebody else's destiny, somebody else's potential, somebody else's challenges. So when we sit here like this, it's not the beauty of the cameras.
No.
It is because obi o be anania me femunu would you cry better. But because I believe say better na more. But the challenge is do the individuals make time for that which will empower them? In fact, you can say inspiration. Anymore. As I say, being in spirit with yourself. And it's a one person for before. Let me check your Google history. It will shock you. Nipa no say I declare 31st. I declare progress, and I'm going forward. And then wait. Google history.
How to kill myself in 3 minutes.
Exactly. It will blow your mind. Individual self-acknowledgement.
So now I believe you're planning and compassion and the value.
Exactly, because if you have, you have not even 21 years before I could come to terms with, or I could come to the point where I want to shift.
Yeah.
And accept who I was.
Yeah.
Accept how best I can be. Then I started working towards the future I want to see.
Okay.
Babiee, it took me, last year was 13 years to be certified as a coach. The boy had done. Every year, the boy had a cost. You score $14,000. I could credit her $8,000. So if I don't have the value personally, I won't make that investment.
That's where the hunger is coming from.
That is where the hunger is coming from, because I first know myself. Me sit on the Babiee.
Yeah.
Then I don't see the glass half empty anymore. I see it half full. The moment you see the glass half full, there are chemicals within your body that is triggered to use the half full mentality to drive you towards winning ways. That's good. It is already in you. But when there was say, we acknowledge self-realization and become one. Because the dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, if you keep on mounting the excuses, nobody pay anymore. And when I say boy, ain't now shall limbic system function now. You will see the fight, freeze, and flight. When you continuously give your body excuses not to go forward, it will protect you. Protect you.
Okay.
And you see, the more it protects you, the more it also stops you from
moving,
exploring. And senior can say your past experiences way. I'll take time and talk about a few of the biases. If it be the seeds model when it comes to biases. When himself will experience create bias for you. Fanny say bio many Adjoa mansa train pana anya adwuma menya cracking heart. Many afia kumu wa train pana anya adwuma. Na ma accumulate those two experiences. Na ma conclude say a man nyina anye.
Also ni man na train.
So but you see, this is because it will suit our pain. We keep on doing
it suits our pain.
So it may suit your pain.
Someone to blame.
And me sure back crawl yet to say na ya tumpus pululu yi.
Baby Dappah.
Casandra.
Okay. No me share my part to say more. Because of that experience bias nintino, I won't open up. And my absence and lack of opening up will trigger you to leave. Now, a compounding experience now, a man in Anya, but apparently it was not Babiee, it was not Casandra, it was me, because I did not open up a new chapter.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so
that's a good one.
No, because not to blame myself, I need to find
someone to feel good, to blame. And it's soothing.
Yeah, soothing and pop.
It makes you feel okay.
Oh, anything out your office, obi etwa ho but you're comfortable, say. Hold the memory beso. Hey. And I'm and pemasem, and I win pemasem, and I remember pa. You see?
Can be way crowd and can be crowd or crowd. Yeah, no but you know, people that say things like that, people that call, you see, yes, I know but it's not always about speaking into the universe. It's about doing something about it.
Let me support you here. Here, what you are declaring is one thing, but we call it what you are being. Is what produces result, not what you declare.
I declare.
Oh, I declare. Say me yes, me pache. One enko be book. Oh, then one enko be book. Ni mo no nsense witrim.
I declare.
Because if you are being educative, you open books to learn.
Thank you.
If you are being responsive, you invest in yourself. And you be no benye skapudu ako sukubi. Some are doing even free online courses.
Yeah.
But we phone now we try the power of Facebook. Edi super microphone, edi blame obiano, obisu kita lesser of that your phone.
Audition.
You know, audition there. Obi obrate kan na freezy. And so no wa clear ne catchy. No asa kusia. So you see, when you lack that self relationship, it distorts even your world view. Then it quickly brings into play all your biases. Experience by there's something called similarity bias. After do baby no, na put you on with. Obe na una phone you answer your bolo. Any different similarity bias? Because okay, because you don't want to associate with the best friend anymore. Who is skinny. That will show that you are bolo.
Oh,
and you choose.
Yes.
You choose those kind of friends so that it suits you.
This is very funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
it even happens
to
with
protect yourself again.
If you are single, it's
a single man. We are single mother. We're not single mothers. It's part of what we call similarity bias.
So that you feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Okay.
So nothing contests and contends you.
Contents you.
Competition be a new life.
So look, recently me need suffer penny be somebody I hold high in esteem. Me didn't come and we could inspire each other. This is not my classmate, it's not my age mate.
Yeah.
But this is somebody. I left myself beyond my immediate environment and connect to such people to keep myself on the consistent inspiration.
Yes.
Especially when those who have few disorders like narcissists, they don't pick friends that can challenge them. They pick friends they can
control.
And so you, when even you are holding discussions, one can be that because it might expose your ignorance. Pepe. And your friend is similarity bias. So you don't go into space that there are even different things for you to learn.
You know, and
this is really educational.
You've spoken something, and I have a feeling you've spoken something to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a what way. Pa won't pat your phone in and say, and so. Why what gonna say? One year you will not do anything about it. Pa won't pack as if one nana say, where did you won't be no why a chia into no when away so do I yes was so do and a problem. I mean, I never thought about it that way. Because sometimes you realize that somebody will be in the midst of certain people, but is still not happy. But they be a woman now. But you are not happy. So me, Sana I don't like to do things that will make me happy. So when I have a minimum nipabi, minimum and then the BM say, you don't look happy. I'm not happy. I'm saying, Charlie, tree, kura, what you say? If you're somewhere you're not happy, move. You are not a tree. You keep complaining about.
But you still.
Let me share with you. You see, what we call comfort zone. That similarity bias creates is this. Even as much as it soothes you at that moment, in the long run, you are unhappy.
You're unhappy.
Yes. Because it's not the stage it's not where it's supposed to be.
It's and you know, so Babiee, what do you mean in my industry? You don't want to read. You don't want to do anything. You don't want. So when I hear people say, "Oh, they are coaches and this and that," and my AD because you see a lot of them are ignorant.
Yeah.
You can see. Say, "No, not to kakra."
No correct.
Because no coach ever tell anyone to do anything. Me no customer client they are so excited about their lives because until they sign on coach, they didn't even know they could get to the point where they are today. Because my questioning will, Dr. will say, how come you are a coach? I'm a medical doctor. And when you put the question there, I find myself fumbling. Because that is what coaching is supposed to do. I said trigger. Ne pursue. Now one kasa obobreno. It taking the decision on its own.
So you're saying that we have the answers.
This is where I come from. I'm not only a certified coach, I am a certified ontological coach. Ontology is the first child of philosophy. And we believe that every human being has got the answers to every situation.
To every situation. So whatever we are looking for
is in there.
Is in there.
I'm telling you.
Now, okay, now that's what I get it from. So, answers now we are going now to find. No, if you get the right questions being asked, you realize, say, I am not happy and I don't know why.
It's
and
not
there's
true.
nothing like you don't know why it's not true.
You know exactly why.
You know why. It's just that you have protected yourself. I said, what was some very dark part of you because you don't want to confront what is making you unhappy.
It's one thing personally.
Yes,
it's making you unhappy well in my life. Of Babiee, I mean, person confronted. I put it at the back.
You see,
of my,
so
but then it's
but
comes up.
soothing. You see, any friend is soothing. There is another kind of bias called the safety bias that reinforces the experience one. Safety is okay. So we prefer holding on what we don't want to lose, like we don't want to lose, forgetting that there is even a gain to pursue.
Please explain it all.
So safety says that in your comfort zone, you are protecting that loss. Like you make all effort not to lose something.
Not to lose something, okay.
But what we say, nothing comes in. So you get comfortable.
Yeah.
And this and that and that. But the real sense of significance in life is when you open your arm so that you blossom like a flower. You content the universe. You content the environment. So until you come forth to gain, you cannot grow.
Personal growth and development, are you on the right path? Maybe Astra Kujina Babiee ni two for money. And I'm a soft way. So for Nankasa, you also a safety zone be when it is Casandra to Tono. For Nankasa Prano, or no, creative safe space. Also, sorry, I now walk on a hall, honestly, Kobisa, I'm not happy, Kobisa, I'm a soft. Or soft when you're happy, one will creative safety zone. And so the answers is within you. If you do not know how to, or you don't know the right questions, of course, now you are unhappy. Sometimes you can ask yourself the right questions. Find a good life coach, to help you. What yes, to help you. Yet we are say yet Ghana ha nyama bebri wo hono mu a ye hu no say na na rebe ni escafo ya na ye bi before anti anxiety depression frustration ye hu no say na wo ede yare na wakwakofa we no yare ben chon mental yet na krom mental illness ni we ni na we don't
talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. We feel that is not even part. Now we need the cabin area as malaria and cholera. Now anxiety the okofane he yare. Now we wine a war. Now what na he where do ya brofufuo. Those kind of talks. But sadie na bemu obi bedi ne hunya, sadie na bemu obi beku ne ho, sadie na bemu obi be nyama bebre. Ene Babiee how what ho sika bi kura me pese me be shopping and so mintimi mie and ade dey not one no nwenwen the answer is with you wo na woni menti a wo pese obi shop no wo wonim cause sika ne da ho pa na wo mia you have reason, you know the reason. It's just that maybe sometime you might not be asking yourself the right questions. Call the number on the screen. Call the number on the screen. You need a life coach
that have come
through. Wo yarea utimi ko hospital ekokoswe doctor no bibia ne baby ayeko asema ameka chuti ni ye se wo yare na utimi say this me kwa yare sabia because misisi ye me ya me nan ye me ya se wutirim kawo na onim baby awoko wabrabo mu nso no ebia eho no asi ana biribi hawa know the person to go to. Obi say maintain life coach da maintain da enya problem yeso ni ente da till yete ye nti ene no ye kyerɛw say ko baby ye some minutes you will spend an hour or two you will spend with the right a session is an hour you will spend with the right life coach. Call Scofray with the right and 0243085932 from say Yeboah freno that 1 hour now we ne betena so no bebie sa kwan na ma e betikire wadwen e be ma wo besesa your choices, you know, and your beliefs in certain things. Media me bibia enkoye wana gaja oza oye bibia enkoye ada na wuni ate woncho ya de enkoye wo de wo ya de enkoye. You are stopping yourself. Ya de wa how and I am a free consultation TV adawroma ya kano ya fa ma free consultation ti fa number no na Scofray. I am so happy and matimanim I'm so happy you were here. Now me feel say today's conversation has actually taught me something that I never thought of. That's what I was there a similarity
similarity bias.
Mr. You know, so we have reason to everything. It just makes me realize that there's reason to everything. Yeah. You know, this is the world we live in and there's reason to everything. Thank you so much. Okay. Maybe didn't baby Dappah. And that machine number be bring me GD say one so we 1 or 2. For a number no say nyaka no and there was a ubisa. We are sorry if we couldn't ask all of your questions. Yeah, could have problem I yes over here. Into no na ko bisa wa questions 0244826491 dress right number or Fadama Junction Nyameche da Common Road or Patare Papa Pashe akọ adwuma na say baby biara wo ko bia opese o look sharp opese you dress right there. You need to visit dress right at Fadama Junction Nyameche da Common Road. Okay, Casandra.
Hello. Apologies here into me reading more messages. I've seen a lot of messages coming through for Mr. Yeboah, but here in the number not to me pachofa. And I see a lot of people also saying it's a free consultation. Forget about free. When it's free, you won't value it. Chia, nakokoye. Have that session. You will value it forever. Same time tomorrow. Alex, wherever you are, we say good morning. We love you. And we say good morning to the elders in society on behalf of Alex. All right, to the crew and everybody, have a lovely morning. Bye-bye.